really, I think Kemi's issue was more of an issue of contagion effect. As U.S. rates go up, how does it trickle into our economy? That generally, affects all of us once rates go up. The weaknesses in the banking system also affects credit to Africa, to Ghana, etc. So those are all things that then becomes a responsibility of Ghana or other African countries to reduce imports and become more sustainable in the way in which we stop importing some $70 billion worth of food onto the continent. If we change that equation, we'll be able to shield ourselves better. George, 3 questions on the issue of being apprehensive about how countries such as Zambia, Chad, and Ethiopia have not been able to go through bringing much distress to the economies, and the way in which Ghana has been able to work assiduously with the fund and the partners to have this landmark decision yesterday really should be considered an achievement instead of, saying that it has been rushed. The program, as Stefan said, is rich and solid, and I really would encourage you to read the documents for you to know that. I think when we are able to do good work, we should be courageous enough to enjoy and savor the achievement and not turn it into a negative. And with regards to the benchmarks are clear. It is up to us in the same vein in which we were able to achieve the agreement yesterday and approval yesterday, and that we also work hard to make sure that the benchmarks are met as we go forward. On the issue of the Financial Stability Fund, yes, the World Bank has committed. We are still in negotiations with other development partners to see their role in that. And we are confident that the manner in which we all have managed the process so far will also make some major breakthroughs going forward. So thank you. Fabio, thank you very much indeed. I think last Friday was actually quite a seminal moment for the whole common framework G20 expedition, we would say, because it has been really difficult for a lot of countries. The co-chair by France and China and the discussions that went on for the assurances to be given on Friday were timely, well thought out, and also it's an indication of how we may be able to work with the common framework more effectively for other countries that are coming up. With regards to the external creditors and the Eurobond investors, as I mentioned earlier, we've started those discussions, and given the signaling that has come from the fund, that would sort of influence the environment and the discourse. But there's a lot of optimism about exactly where Ghana is going, and that if any country can do it, Ghana can do it. I understand that even at the board meeting yesterday, there was actually a spontaneous clapping when it was approved. So that is how strong people are feeling about our country, and that's because we have done it before. As you know, before COVID, we were at about 7% growth. Inflation was down to single digits, etc. And I think we're on a good trajectory until the incidents that have been quite cataclysmic for the whole world. So there's excitement going forward. We are confident that we'll fulfill the structural targets that we have set. And we really are calling on all Ghanaians to join in this effort to make it happen.